not accept this shit. No, I want my woman back.
We living a life of crime, lies, deceit, disloyalty. Fake niggas fucked up the streets with all this poison. Anything pop off, motherfuckers recording it. Broke bitches choicing. Damn, my mama warned me. Damn, I should've listened.
Hi. Hello. Hi, everyone. My apologies on the lateness. We are here. For the record, if you need to know what the noise in the background is definitely my daughter and her tablet, okay? I didn't have anyone to, watch her tonight, but, it is what it is. Hey, everyone. Hey, Jenae. Hey, T. Thank y'all so much for being in here. I appreciate y'all coming in. Share the live, and I am so excited to get into this conversation with y'all tonight and this discussion. I'm going to leave the link down below. Hi, y'all. It's a beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful time. And victory is ours, man, for not just the victims, but also for the community. I'll say that, Hey, everyone. Mother Ma'at protects us. Hey, Kelly. Hi. Hey, Medea. Hey, Midwife. Before I get started and drop the link, I want to go ahead and pass out the wrenches. So let me know if you want a wrench. If you know what that means, you know what it means. If you want to be a moderator, like the T, let me go ahead and make Jenae one. Oh my God, how would I make them that? Oh no, I don't know if I can do it on here. Oh man. Okay, never mind. Does anyone know how to do that on StreamYard? Yeah, I tend to learn how to. I'm a learn how to do this StreamYard thing. But hi everyone, I moderate. Okay, Kim, thank you. I just don't know how to make people moderator. If you have a separate device, no, I left my devices in like my laptop and whatnot in the other state that I'm living in. Well, as long as T is here and she got it. We want to see your pretty face. Oh, not tonight, man. Not tonight. I actually just want to talk, without, just looking in the camera and just, I want to be present with my voice because that's what I want to be heard. I want my voice to be heard, and I want us all to have a discussion together. So it's been such a long time, about almost 2 years. Almost 2 years, y'all. I've been a bit silent. Y'all seen the ups and downs in my life these past, I would say 22 months, 22, yeah, about, I think, because February, anyway, we'll just say that. And yeah, it's just time to just talk and listen and be heard. So I wanted to just talk about the trial. That's why we're here. And for those who were at the trial, shout out to T, shout out to Medea, shout out to Lisa, all y'all, man. I want to say thank y'all for showing up and showing out and reporting what y'all did and actually being a wonderful support system for me and a lot of other people. Y'all rock, man. I'm telling y'all rock. And there's a lot to be discussed and a lot to be said. As y'all know, the verdict, Eligio Bishop was found guilty on all charges. Oh, man. When the it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Oh, this journey has been a long, very long journey, man. And when I heard that verdict, man, and I saw the victims on that screen, the Zoom call, I saw Kendra, I saw Aaron, I saw Courtney, Velvet, Brianna, everyone, I said to myself, man, this been a long time coming for everyone, man. If this is what God wanted, so shall it be. I know that in my prayer and my intention for everything was just for the good of all. That's what my mom said, pray for the good of all. And I said, all right, whatever the verdict is going to be, God is what you want it to be. Because I thought Booker was, I thought at the end Booker was killing it. I said, what? Wow, man. But at the end of the day, I just know that the intentions were always pure with me, and God got us. And I say us because I don't ever take full, credit for this. This is not something to take full credit on. No, God was in the midst of everything, and so was the community and the prayers of the community, man. I just happened to catch the prayer or the frequency because prayers resides on frequencies, you know. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. Thank you. Thank y'all for all your prayers. Thank y'all for all your intentions. Thank y'all for your protection. Thank y'all for everything. Thank you for real. I was in a very dark space for a very long time, and dealing with Eligio Bishop put us all in mental hell, torture, abuse, all that, and of course I'm going to take accountability because there's some people out here that says, oh, the victim didn't even take accountability. I heard that. I did. And it was kind of benign and silly to me, to hear that, because I could have sworn, but that's, I know that I didn't really speak the whole trial. I just know that behind closed doors, I took in all the accountability. I told myself a lot of things and been through therapy for the past year and some change. And I like to say that that's very life changing because I was coming to a lot of realizations and getting the strength I needed to speak up and show up in that courtroom. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, listen, yeah, that's my baby in the background. You're gonna hear her. She loves to coo. She loves to sing as well. So you have always taken accountability. That's what I've thought. But we're not gonna get into all those things. I just want to go into the trial recap. I want to talk about from my perspective. Finally, from my perspective, a lot of things. For one, like I said, I was looking at the victims after hearing the verdict and hearing that the judge was he's not allowed to contact them. And I looked at them and I seen the smiles. I seen Kendra smile. And I knew right then and there, I just felt in my heart there was something right done. Something right was done. And I don't care what people say. There's a lot of people in our community saying, oh, he didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve. He got exactly what he deserved. And that was God's ruling. God's ruling. Since, we speak so much about the universe and how, the universe wouldn't put me through this and the universe will put me through that. Well, the universe is going to give you what you give the universe, right? A life for a life. A life for a life. For those who just think that Eligio Bishop, Nature Boy, didn't deserve what he got, I really suggest you take a look deeper at all the victims and all the ex-members that, basically was saying that he was the devil in disguise, that he was doing all these things and manipulating a lot of young minds at the age of 19, 20, 21, 22. He doesn't deserve. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper. All the members are saying exactly the same thing, that he was a monster, that he was our deity at one point, and he took advantage of us, each and every single one of us, but he doesn't deserve, right? All right, let's go take it a little bit more deeper. And so before he became the deity that everyone knows him to be, right? Well, his members to be. Let's just take it a little bit deeper into when he was just Tyson or Tyrone or whatever he was, or when he was Eligio and he beat up Maisha, but he doesn't deserve. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how God works, man. Like, y'all, I'm telling you how God works is it's magical, mysterious, and also just deserving. Eligio Bishop took a baby's life, but he doesn't deserve. Eligio Bishop took a baby's life. The baby didn't even get a chance to come in the world. He purposely drugged and purposely poisoned. I couldn't even imagine that. Man. I know, baby. I know. 1 second, y'all. A life for a life. He purposely got into the mind of Jayon Marie Hamilton, aka Zoka. Stripped her from her identity, from her confidence, displayed her bruises and cuts and eczema online as if she wasn't already insecure about it. Her tooth, played with her emotions and her relationship. Literally strip her down to nothing. Put her in the corner for 3 hours, like every week, man, because Zoka was in that corner for a long time. Remember, I was there. Remember, I haven't been able to speak about a lot of things I've seen, but I've seen a lot. When Zoka got pregnant, she didn't know how to feel about that baby. She didn't know how to feel about having a baby by Solar, someone she actually thought she loved. But it was like a lot of lust and a lot of abuse in that relationship as well. She didn't know what to do, either be with Solar or be with Nature Boy, and both was abusing and toxic to her. But she knew she had to be on some kind of mission because she was brainwashed to think so. Oh yeah, remember carbonation? Before you go in carbonation, you have to isolate yourself to 30 to 90 days that most people have done, including myself, and only listen to the knowledge and sleep to his voice. That was the recommendations. That was the recruitment cycle. That was what we was required to do for recruiting in carbonation. And Zoka possibly went through that process. She believed this man was God, so she believed that taking those shots of tequila was okay because Eligio Bishop told her to do it. He killed that baby, but life is not, it's not deserving. Oh, okay. Because I could have sworn karma is something that comes right back around to you. A life for a life. Oh, and plus 10, because, remember that promise you made to God for Maisha 10 years ago, that you promised not to beat another woman again? If God got you out your situation when you was facing 20 years? Oh, no, plus that 10. Remember that promise you broke? Oh, yeah, let's plus that. Let's put that on there as well. Deserving. Point blank period, bro. Let's not pretend like he's just this saint that he wants his followers to put out there into the universe, right? Let's see it for what it is. Let's reveal everything. Let's pull off the veil, because we spiritual, right? We believe in the Almighty God. We believe in the Creator, right? We believe that, right? Eligio Bishop, in my opinion, got what he deserved. And if that's just my opinion, man. And I'm not going to sit here and go through cycles in my mind about, oh, maybe he didn't deserve it. Maybe, no, you wasn't there. How about that? For the people that's out there saying he doesn't deserve life without parole, you weren't there. You were not there. So stop. Who cares what you think at this point if you think he doesn't deserve it? For Nature Boy in jail for what? For what he deserved, what he did. Karma sleeps for no one. Yes, the charges stuck for a reason because it was true. Eligio Bishop raped me for years on and off. Raped a lot of women for years on and off. Took advantage of our minds. Come on, bro. What are we talking about here? Yes, we don't want to see another black man in jail and everything, but that man is a demon. He turned into a demon, yo. And it's sad to say for a person that actually was following him for a while. You know what I'm saying? So let's just cut that out for right now. Okay, let's cut that out. And let's just hold prayer for the minds that's still confused or trapped or stuck on this false perception of who this man truly is. And they're not able to live their own lives because of that. And I hope he sits there and he sits there and he sits there and he sits there and he thinks and he contemplates. And I pray he's able to see some type of light within the situation to where he thinks, oh, well, maybe I did do something wrong. Did y'all see how he acted when everybody was talking about what he did to them? How they felt, what actually happened within their hearts and their minds, how tortured they were by his doings. You know what I'm saying? Of course, yes, we got to take accountability. Yeah, we placed ourselves there. We should have just left, right? No, this man had a grip. He was a master. You know what a master manipulator is? Oh, no, you don't want to understand it, or you don't want to have compassion for it because it wasn't you or a loved one that was there. A loved one of yours, right? Wasn't there. So you don't want to have compassion or really think, I couldn't even imagine. That couldn't be me. You don't know that. That's because I used to say that would never be me. I saw something and then I turned my blind eye on and then got manipulated, used, abused, downgraded, confidence stripped. I wasn't even myself anymore. Started doing things I never thought I would ever do in life because my confidence was gone, because my sense of self was gone. My self-worth was stripped in a matter of months. Nah, man, that's a monstrous thing. Nah, I don't know what y'all talking about. That type of energy needs to be, it's getting wiped if you haven't caught on. It's getting wiped from the earth. Literally. Oh, put you here, put you here, put you here. Incarcerated, incarcerated, incarcerated. No, you don't deserve that. You don't. No. You deserve this. You deserve this. Yeah, you've seen the leaders, quote unquote. The what, man? You've seen them going where they're going, right? Can you put your CA Cash App in the comments? Okay, if you want. Well, okay, baby. Can you do that for me, T? If you can, please, and I'll just pin it or something. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, but I'm gonna drop the link so people 222. I appreciate that. I'm gonna drop the link so people can come up, and if y'all see me You know, if you hear me going back and forth to my daughter, doing things, rumbling around with stuff, it's because you know, I got a daughter. All right. I'm gonna look at the comments as well. But thank y'all so much for understanding. For those who understand, like, this is not just entertainment. And I want to talk about that as well. The sickest part about this all is that as he was torturing us, people were being entertained. It's like the way I can think about it, right, is like a monkey, you know, an entertainment monkey, like the ones with the little hats and the pampers, or the little overalls, and they dance for people and get money from people for the master. Yeah. Stripped of what identity that monkey probably had before getting to that master, taken away from their environment, isolated from the people, the monkeys that love them, or the family that the monkey had, just to entertain people, to get profit, and then get tortured in the background when no one's around, the monkey getting whipped. Yeah, that's what we were. We was his little monkeys. Yo, that shit crazy to me. Yeah, mama. Tell her. And no love for him, no Stockholm syndrome, no feelings that I may have had in the past or whatever could ever allow me to unsee this right now after some time in therapy, time with my friends, time in society, living in normal society, having a job, having a daughter that's beautiful and smart and very vocal, excuse me, would ever let me deny the fact. I cannot unsee this now. You know what I'm saying? So for the people that say, well, you was there, you willingly went there, and man, I pray that these people grow compassion and actually go look up what brainwashing and mind manipulation is, because it's very much real. It's very much real. Very much real. I fought with myself a lot. Me pressing charges was me fighting for my life back. Me pressing charges was fighting for my life back. Because I swear, I wasn't going to do nothing else with them. I promise you, I was doing my best to forget and forgive and move on, change my number, deleted my Instagram. Then I see revenge porn on me. Tell me if you wouldn't do the same. And I love them very much. Them women, even though they did what they did in harassing me, still posting those videos back up, still, the very reason why I press charges, the very reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want anyone to see me like that. You know how embarrassing that is? You know I didn't want to do it for real? But brainwashing and mind manipulation is real, yo. And I'm telling you, go look it up. I can take accountability for having a weak mind. I can take accountability for not, standing up for myself, right? I was weak. Everybody was weak there. It was too weak to stand up, but I'm glad that we're finally able to do that now. Yes, Mama. So yeah, let's get back into this. So seeing those smiles on Kendra's face, Kendra's most definitely, I would say Kendra Carter's smile peeked out to me the most in that room when I heard her. I mean, when I saw her, and when I heard her too. She had a very powerful impact statement, didn't she, y'all? Put one in the chat if Kendra Carter had a very impactful yo, moved us to tears, man. Oh, Aaron as well. Definitely Aaron as well. I'm not trying to put anyone above anyone else's. Everyone did a great job with that impact statement, you know. But I would say those two were the most in it to win it for me. They were deep, really deep. And to see them get out makes me have hope for those other women. As much as they're doing whatever they're doing to harass me and harass the other people who have left and do whatever their demon says to do, their captor, their ward, whatever that thing is called, the ward and whatever. I still love them, man. And they're still human. So I would appreciate for everyone who isn't here to send them a prayer. And, you know, pray that and envision that they will be set free one day. Because if Kendra and Aaron can do it, so that I believe, so can they. Malia's not looking good, y'all. She's not looking good at all. Why wasn't she? Why didn't they play the tapes? Why isn't Malia in the camera today? My baby is so on point with all that she does, man. I'm telling you. Why isn't she in the camera today? Yeah, man. She doesn't look good, y'all. She don't. Guilt eating her up inside. Whatever it is that she's been depressed. Let me tell you about Malia, man. And this is not, I guess it's just not going to be about the trial. It was going to be about my experience in carbonation as well. And what I've witnessed. Malia has been depressed since she's been there. When I first got there, she was, oh my God, she was developing this pain within her stomach, and she would always complain about it. And we would get her tea. Oh, don't get me wrong. They all are mentally ill in some type of way, shape, or form. You know, but it's starting to show up on her face. The guilt that she has, like she was always had some kind of pain in carbonation, and they would blame it on, you know, her not being able to express herself, not being able to, you know, conquer her demons. No, man, it was because of whatever that she had going on, whatever the doctor said. Y'all remember? I can't remember verbatim. I can't remember, but she had some stuff going on, some fluids around her organs, and you know, something that they couldn't even identify, an STD she couldn't identify. You know, oh my God, y'all don't know this, but Malia really wanted to be with Pice. They really wanted to be with each other. I remember when I first got there in 2020. They really wanted to be with each other to the point where she's coming to me for readings and coming to me saying, oh, I really like him. I can't stop thinking about him, though. But guess what? Guess what Eligio does? He splits them apart. Says that she belongs to him. Beat her into submission so she doesn't even think about Pice anymore. There will be meetings held where she was called out for thinking about Pice. But she would deny it. And he would sit there. I swear it had to be like 2 to 3 meetings, probably 4, where he would always try to call her out and get jealous about Pice. Pice. She was beaten into submission to be with a nature boy. Do you think she really wanted to be with him? No, no one did. No one did. No one really came for him. And if she did came for him, because I don't want to get my facts wrong, if she did come to be with him, I know she really liked Pice. I know that for a fact. And then he brainwashed her and think that he wasn't really a man. He would talk down on Pice. He's not really a man. He's so skinny, so scrawny. He can't protect you. All this. Azuli. Okay. All that. I remember. Oh, yeah, I definitely remember. I remember all of this. I had time to meditate, pray, think about everything that Eligio Bishop has done. Took them away from the people that they really wanted to be with, just so he can have them all, including me. We don't even want to get into that because everybody understands that story, but I had to let y'all know that she really wanted Pikes at one point, and she was beaten out of it, and she doesn't want, and then she was beaten into wanting, oh my God, she was beaten so bad into becoming queen. Let me go ahead and let y'all know about this. Since y'all want to pretend like, you know, y'all are I'm talking about the women at this point. Y'all want to pretend like everything's hunky dory over there and no, everyone had their free will. No, they didn't. And y'all lied. All three of y'all, well, two, I'll say you, Aya, and you, Efaru, Kayla, and Poche. You lied on the stand. You know you did. And I'm going to get into that later, but going back to Malia, she was beaten into becoming queen. When she came to Puerto Rico, and she was, I guess she was defiant or whatever he thought was deemable to beat her to a pulp to where she had bruises on her face, bruises on her lip. Her lip had a big old bump from the beatings that she took. What else? Like black eye. Everything. I remember this meeting he had with the women upstairs in Puerto Rico, and she was just sitting here beaten, looking bruised, and he said, "Look at me," and she just looked at him so sad, and we had to look at her with bruises and bumps on her face, knots on her face from the beatings of Eligio Bishop, this man that he supposedly called his queen and said, "You're the queen. You're supposed to be bossing them around. You're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing that." Please, Azuli. All that's probably, I heard her knock at the door. That's probably my wine. I DoorDash some wine, y'all. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had to show my ID. But give me 1 second, y'all. I apologize for the unprofessionalism. But this is exactly what happened while we was in Puerto Rico. He forced her to be queen. And she would always want to run away from the queen title. Oh, y'all have it. Y'all could have it. I don't want it no more. She would tell the women this all the time. Thank you. Azuli's testifying. Me too. Oh, y'all, I got my wine. It's about to be lit. I'm about to turn up. And we about to have a discussion as well. I just have to get all this out, first. And it's the reason why she's talking so loud sometimes is because she whenever I get like this, she gets like this. She does every time. But getting back to Malia or Tanisha, listen to me. You don't need to be there. You know you never wanted to be queen in the first place. She was forced into it, y'all. I'm telling y'all, she was forced into. She never willingly wanted to do it. And what is queen anyway? Queen of what? Baby girl. Yeah, mama. Let me turn it up a little bit. Queen of what, y'all? So, I want y'all to know this before y'all continue saying lies about, oh, she just wanted to be queen. She just wanted to be queen. Queen of what? The damned? What I wanted to do was make a change. I'm going to keep it at that. Because y'all want to sit here and talk about y'all have a mission and role for what? What are you actually doing for Eligio at this point? You tarnished him more than you helped him. And you still are. And the thing about narcissists, they try to deter, or am I saying the right words? They try to make the image of another person bad just so they can look good. That's why Eligio was all about but you got COVID, trying to like get the judge to look bad to people because she came in, or the jury or whatever. She came in with COVID or whatever. Like what? How narcissistic but you didn't even care about COVID. How narcissistic can you be? You taught in 2020 when I was around that COVID was actually good. It was bringing people closer and all this bullshit. Excuse my language. Oh yeah. Thank you, T, for reminding me. There was a time in Puerto Rico where they had makeup because knowledge came with makeup, and they put makeup on Ayer's. No, I think it was Ayer too, because she had a black eye someday. Tanisha and Porsche's face. I remember they put makeup on Tanisha for sure before they went live to cover up her bruises and her knots on her face. Crazy, right? But yet, everything is pure, everything is love, y'all. No, he was a monster, y'all. And I'm trying to tell you, a lot of people who've gone through carbonation, please speak up, man, because they definitely need to understand and hear that torture and abuse isn't okay, which he taught and brainwashed and manipulated and abused the women to think that it was okay, like we deserved it because we were demons and devils. No, we're not. He is. Yes, and yeah, there was a time where Aya did wear sunglasses because she had a black eye. There was one time, you know how many times Aya wanted to leave, y'all? Let's get into that. Oh, we're gonna have a discussion, but let me speak. Can I speak, y'all? Can I speak, please? I forgot it. I forgot to put the Cash App in the. Sorry. See, can you put it in so I can pin it? I apologize. I forgot. Let's get into Aya. Let's get into Porche. Porche, Wade. Since you want to talk so much about me, let's talk about you. And we're doing this out of love because I really care about you. You know that. Oh my God, I'm not gonna cry, but when Porche, when she came through the door going to testify, when I tell you guys, I just wanted to hug her. They don't understand that I still love them and I want to hug them. They're my sisters, yo. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, but they did this, but did that. At this point, they don't know better. To me, they don't know better. Because I was there when they wanted to leave. I was there when they were asking about the outside world. I was there when they were getting beat, bruised, and tarnished by Eligio, and I was the one bringing them up, kissing them, hugging them, massaging them, making sure they're okay, all being the mama bear that I am to them and the sister that I am to them. They don't know. They just don't know. When Porche walked through that door, her ma'at, because I saw it. She walks around with my aunt because she believes she is my aunt. And she stands for justice. I know that, Porche. Your ma'at charm dropped on the floor because you wasn't going to come in there truthful. You was going to lie. And ma'at does not stand for lying. So you better watch what you say in the courtroom. Where the justice system resides. Carrying ma'at in your hands. The gods are not to be played with or toyed with or messed with. If you're going to stand for something, stand true in it. Because you lied, Porche. Let's talk about the times that you tried to leave. Let's talk about the time that Eligio Bishop took your head and smashed it into a table because you fed him mystery meat. You remember that day? You didn't deserve that. And I don't want you thinking that you did. He could have kept his cool about eating meat and he didn't know where it come from. He could have kept his cool. It was good. He already ate it, whatever. But you did not deserve to get your head smashed into the table. And remember what happened after that? You said you wanted to leave. Like a lot of other times you said you wanted to leave. Let's remember the time you said you felt like you wanted to leave, but you didn't tell him when we was in that island, wherever we were, traveling Puerto Rico. and he sit there and mashed his head into your head, had you fall back to the ground. He dragged you into the other room and did something. I didn't catch that part, but whatever he did, it must have been brutal, because when I went into that room, you was on the floor crying, Portia, with cuts, open cuts on you. Let's remember that. But he never touched you. He never had violence. You never seen violence. No, Portia, you were wrong. And that's why my aunt wasn't fucking with you. That's why that charm dropped. But he deserves justice, right? No, he got justice. Justice was served. He got what he deserved. A life for a life. He tarnished a lot of lives. Portia, your life was one of them. Kayla, you lied too. And let's remember, let's go back to Portia. Portia, you was never in the bathroom. You was never in the room. You was never there. Let's not lie for him and take the charge that he has just to tarnish your life. A life for a life. Again, he deserves it. He was going to tarnish it, and he told you to do it. I know he did. I know he did. All right, let's talk about Kayla Buckner. Because we ran through Malia, Tanisha. We ran through Portia. Let's get to Efru. It's only fair, right? Because we always do things in threes, right? Kayla. Man, oh man. When I saw Kayla in the trial, y'all, when I saw Kayla outside the courtroom, I didn't know she was there, but me and her locked eyes because we do have a close bond. We did have a close bond before Eligio gets in between that, making her jealous of me in all types of ways. All types of ways. I remember one time, Kayla, when me and Eligio Bishop was in the bathroom, you come in and he's like, "What's wrong?" And you're like, "I'm jealous of Naytiri. I'm jealous." And he got so mad at you, he ordered you out. Remember that? But who's the jealous one? Who's the jealous one? Who wants the attention? You're only projecting, Kayla. And Kayla, I've never witnessed, baby girl. I've never witnessed Eligio Bishop beat you up physically, but mentally, whoa. And I'm pretty sure people know that you've been physically abused by him because they've seen it. I've just heard. I've never seen it. But boy, I've heard he beat her up so bad in the bathtub and he couldn't stop. That's what I heard. You can talk, anyone can talk to the other members about that, but I've seen him tell her he does not like her so many times and made her the appointed dick sucker. Yeah, she was the one in it doing the thing. So of course her mind is gone. She's looking for attention from the man that never gave it to her. And he would give her inklings of attention here and there, but it's not what she really wanted or needed. She wanted romance. That's why she was with Caliber. Caliber knew how to give her romance. But at the same time, he would get in between them as well. Made her abort her babies. But he don't deserve life? Stay taking lives. Before they even get here. Before they even born. But he don't deserve life? A life for a life. Kayla, you know you wanted to be a mother. I rest my case on that. But y'all, let's go ahead and put this link in here. Didn't he have them drinking his bathwater and ATL? I don't. Maybe. Yeah, I think I remember seeing Aya doing that shit. Excuse my language. With the spiritual baths, and she'll grab the cup and sip. Yeah, I think I seen Aya did that. Come on, baby girl. That's why I wish my sister was here. Why is Zoka still in jail? Because they don't care. Oh, I didn't even get. I got into Zoka. But yeah, let's go ahead and yeah, he had Malia drink. He would say Malia is to drink his blood. Malia would drink his blood. Like if he had cuts or anything like that, he would have Malia suck on his cuts, on his fingers or whatnot. He's saying his DNA was the end all be all, so she would gain strength and all the stuff by drinking his DNA. All that. But he don't deserve what he got, right? You never heard anything like this. You never heard of shit like this, y'all. Y'all haven't. You weren't there. How about that? For the people who sympathize with him, and secretly saying things in their lives so that they can catch it and go tell their lawyer what to do and all this other stuff. You weren't there. Things that you don't even think about, you couldn't even imagine happened in that cult. All right, let's drop this link, man. And I'm gonna get into the trial recap as well, but I had to let it out. I had to let it out. Like these are things that they don't want to address, and Eligio Bishop did. And yes, while we all can be like, yeah, that we could have left and all that, could we? Could we? No. It was hell for us, man. What's this link at? Where's this link at? How do I get the link? Shoot. How do I do this? I forgot. My goodness. What am I doing? Is it in settings? Someone please help. How I invite people? I thought I knew how to do it. Yes, I knew it. No. Yeah, invite. Yes, there you go. God, why was that such a hard thing to do? All right, so then I go to post comment. So let me know if you can see this comment, y'all. Can y'all click that? Is that clickable? Let's go. Let's what's your cash app? Oh, it's Naytiri Jenae. Sorry, y'all. I keep forgetting. Naytiri Neytiri Jenae Jenae is the cash tag Naytiri Jenae. All right, let's go. I'm waiting for y'all to come up. But yeah, like this is real. What we went through was real, and it shouldn't be downgraded or debunked by anybody. Oh, they thought they should have left whenever, this and that. We couldn't. Do you know what happens when you try to leave? First of all, you had to go through this mental process of if you should leave or not, thinking if you're going to go to hell, oh man, maybe I shouldn't leave. Maybe I should stick with my purpose. Everyone in Carbon Nation wanted to help humanity in some type of way, shape, or form. We had hearts. We had souls. We wanted to help people. That's what we wanted. So we thought that leaving the carbonation was the most dreadful thing on the earth, because we were soul family. We're here to do the mission together. So if we split apart, that wasn't a good thing. Then you think it's hell. You're Babylon. You're going back to your lower self. That means you're devolving, which means that everything you put into doing at carbonation and evolving yourself and your mind would have been just out the window. And no one wants to devolve. It's about evolving and ascending. We don't want to descend. Then you have that's the mental process. I'm going through the mental process with you. Then you have him torturing you, badgering in your head like, oh, you go into your lower self. Oh, you're so stupid. You're washed up. Oh, no one's gonna love you. It's gonna be hell out there. You're not gonna have no support. You're being banished into the abyss. All these things. That's going on. Then if you try to leave, you're either being restricted, restrained, either physically or mentally, and or beaten up hard. Because Eligio knows you can't leave, because if you leave, you're going to tell the secrets. You're going to tell him everything that we did here. Or we can't trust you. Now tell me now. Is it easy to leave? Fuck out of here, yo. I'm some of the people in my community, I will say, is disappointing. And I just want y'all to understand cults before talking about this. So let's go. I'm going to bring y'all up. Shoot. Can someone put my Cash App in there so I can pin it? My God. I keep forgetting. Oh, no, it's Naytiri Jenae. The Cash App is the hashtag Naytiri Jenae. There we go. All right. I'm bringing y'all up. Jenae, you have two Jenaes here. Which one is you? Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Jenae.
Hey, let me try to close out the other one. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna bring up other people as well. How you doing, girl?
Okay. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you feeling?
Whew, I'm feeling amazing. This is good. I'm glad you finally get to speak and tell your truth. And I'm just here to support you.
I appreciate that. And I'm going to let everyone know before I bring anyone up else on the panel. Let me give Jenae her flowers.
Oh,
Y'all
Lord.
don't know. This woman right here was actually the help I needed to do whatever I had to do. She really, really helped me, my mental process, to go through it, on how to press charges, everything. Like, I really appreciate you, Jenae. Really. The people don't know that without you, this probably wouldn't have been possible either. So,
Amen. God is so good. And thank you. I love you so much and I appreciate you too. And one thing I want to say, because I kind of thought about this throughout the day, um, love really does win. I thought about that statement and I'm like, love really does win, because I can remember going through this process, and only you and I and T know the background of all of the stages and all of the phases that you went through. But all I could remember and all I could keep close to me was that you needed love.
can
And
y'all hear her?
y'all can't hear me?
I can hear you now. Say that again. All I heard was God, and I heard love really does win.
Yeah, love really does win, because throughout this process, I can remember like all the ups and downs and all the many phases that you went through. And nobody knows the background, and it's not for them to know, right? But you and I and T, we know, everything that you went through, even like your mental process, getting to the point of
Well,
realizing.
they can know, I guess. I mean, I guess they can
Yeah,
know.
okay. Well, I'll say this and then I'll bring it back. I'll speak to the indoctrination and like the mental bondage that you were in. But throughout this journey, all I could think about was that you needed love. And I was just determined to love you through whatever phase you were in, without pushing my opinion on you, without pushing you or making you be like feeling like you're forced to do anything, but just loving you through it. And I really believe that love is what brought you through it, not just from me, but from everyone around you. In that moment, you needed love and you needed to know genuine, true love. And I'm glad that I was in a space and a place to be able to give that to you and show you that true agape love. And I get emotional, so I'm gonna have to slow down. But y'all, it was not easy. It was not easy. I mean, I remember the day like everything happened, when I reached out to you on Facebook because you were on my heart, and I was like, "Hey, are you okay? Call me." And I never thought that you would call me, even though we've always kept in contact, on Instagram and stuff. And I just remember, when I was talking to you, you were just so, I could tell you were still heavily under his influence. And initially, I wanted to get like, you're crazy, you just don't make sense. But I just felt, just be quiet and just hear her out. And I remember the day, I'll never forget it. I was walking my daughter to school, and I just was like, all right, we're going to hang up the phone. I don't know if you remember this, but I remember. I was like, I'm going to hang up the phone. And I just remember praying all the way to taking my daughter to school and back for you. And then you just called me and you were like, I'm ready. And I was like, thank you, Lord. Prayer does work, because I knew that, you kept like taking your power back was
I
what you
cannot
needed.
hear anything.
Oh, the devil is a lie. You can't hear me?
No, like my connection was so bad, and I didn't know
Oh,
what was going on. But did everyone else hear that?
oh my gosh.
It was so bad. It was like I'm just like, I'm so sorry. That's crazy. I can't hear nothing.
Oh, well, I hope that I don't know. I don't even know how to work this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave and then I'm going to come back. Maybe that'll
No,
fix it.
I don't think it was you. My connection. It said my connection was iffy on the on the Wi-Fi, I guess, because I'm in a.
Yeah.
So I just went and took off the Wi-Fi, but you could just tell me.
Again, well, what's the last thing you heard? I've said, in a nutshell, what I'll say is I'll sum it up. It's important to remember, that when people are, it is not like when people are in these situations and in this mental bondage, they don't need to be badgered and hounded. They just need love, and whatever that looks like. And for me and Jenae, we honestly we didn't always agree. We had a lot of heated conversations, even when you did the interview on the T, we almost had it out there. And I was like, you know what, Jenae, just keep your mouth closed. You already know how she is. And we are two women that have very strong opinions. But the moral of the story is love. And I'm just so grateful that through this journey that you were able to experience the love of everyone that has been supporting you throughout these years. And I'm just so grateful to see where you were, like even the way you looked then and the way you look now. It's like I'm looking at a new person. The way you sound, you sound like a new person. It's just beautiful. And I'm not gonna labor the moment, but I'm just so grateful and happy that you find. And this is the one thing I want to say too before I go. I'm not going, but I'm gonna be quiet. For all of the people that doubted you, for all of the people that talked bad about you because the decisions that you chose to make, or whether you made it because you wanted to or you were influenced to make it, all of those people, I just am so glad that you just slapped them in the face with reality, and that God showed up to you and you not only brought justice to yourself, what you did literally, and I said this last night and I'll say it again, what you did helped reconcile families back together. Mothers got reunited with their children. You got reunited with your twin and your mother. And, you even had a beautiful baby out of this. And I just think your courage, it just speaks volumes. And it really did like shift things, like shift a lot of things in the earth. So, said all that to say, I'm just so golly proud of you, and I am I'm just so full, because we never thought that this day would come. And even throughout this process, it was a lot of times where it's like, oh Lord, I don't know about this, but again, all I could think to do was love you and pray for you and fast for you, and just be with you physically, in the physical, but also in the spirit, like praying on your behalf, and just petitioning, God for justice for you and everyone else involved. And I know I said I'd be done, but I promise this is the last thing I'm gonna say, y'all. Even when it comes to the people who are still there, I know it's so frustrating just looking at them be like, still under his grip. But we got to remember, if nothing else, pray for them, because that's what they need. They don't need to be abused more. They need love. They need prayer. They need you to just believe for them when they can't believe for themselves, so that the chains could be broken off of them. Because, I mean, the people who are a part of Carbonation, I'm pretty sure they never saw the day that they would be free, but they're free. And so we just have to believe for their freedom too. And that's
Oh,
all.
thank you so much, Jenae. Oh, I am just, thank you. Yes. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I feel the love. I love you, sister.
I
And
love you too.
I appreciate you. I know you're going to stay up here and be quiet, but I just want to say I appreciate every single word you just spoke. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, it's man.
It's been a
Now I'm
long
starting to get emotional.
time.
You already know I be crying, but I'm like, okay, I got to stop this crying. I've been crying all day. It's just,
Mhm.
it's just beautiful. It's
Uh,
beautiful.
Thank you. So I'm gonna bring up some more people. Um, hit the link if you want to join. And something I took away from your from that, Jenae. Next time y'all see them go live, y'all, the women, just put "I love you" in the comment box. I know that people like want to do like say other things and say bad things about them. Say "I love you" and you are free. You are free. They're free. You can be free if you want to be. I promise you. All it takes is a strength because you can just see it in Kayla's face at this point. She don't even. I don't think she really believes what she's saying, honestly. But they're free. They can go now. Let's just remind them instead of badgering them and taunting them. Remind them that they are free. Free from three. You're funny. Free from three. I like that, but don't put three in there because it's gonna trigger them to think about him. Just say you are free. You're free. I love you and you are free. Thank you. I would appreciate it if anyone did that. All right, I'm bringing people up. Hi, welcome up, y'all.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
Jenae, I just came up to say that you are an inspiration. You are a strong woman, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I love you.
Oh, thank you, Medea. I love you too. And it was a pleasure. Shout out to Medea, y'all. Everyone give her a round of applause. Yeah. Yeah. Cause you rock. Absolutely. Like you came in, she came in through all days, y'all, of the trial, reporting for duty, on
Yes,
board.
ma'am.
Yes, and also giving so much support. Thank you so much for the hugs that you gave me, Medea. Like you have no idea how much those hugs, like, I'm not gonna cry, but yo man, I needed them hugs, yo. And I appreciate you just giving me so much strength and courage in those moments. Like you, it was encouraging me through your words. I really appreciate that. And the I loves you. I love you. Hearing that made me feel really good. So I just want to say thank you. Shout out to Medea. Y'all follow her channel. She has been documenting also with its, I like the tea. She's been documenting the cult for a good minute now, and she adds her own little commentary. Big ups to her. You know what I'm saying, with her personality. But I just want to say thank you, Medea. You were a real one. Where's
You know,
Lisa?
she is
Oh,
actually in her travels.
yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
But well, that's all I wanted to say. And I can't wait to just witness the amazing next chapters because you have the pen in your hand, girl. Now write. And I'm not talking about a book, but I won't be disappointed if one comes out of this. What I'm
Okay.
talking about is you are in full control now.
Yes. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
y'all.
Peace, love.
Peace.
Hi, Tam. Hi, y'all.
Hey,
Hey,
How y'all doing?
I'm we're doing good. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing amazing. I was in the courtroom. You actually spoke to me when we was getting on the elevator and told me you liked my bag. Um, and I came to the court all those days in support of you. I didn't want to be, weird and just, I know you was going through a lot. So, but I was there in support of everyone that was on the prosecution side
Mhm.
because um me and my best friend Alina, we watched you guys for a long time, especially because we had Wright used to be OMAC was on our ship. So we seen him as a Navy sailor go join carbonation and we started to watch it because he totally changed. Then we saw him get heartbroken. He moved back to Georgia, which is where I'm from. And we just kept on seeing it and watching it. And I was so happy that this finally came to pass, because it was some long, hard conversations me and my best friend had about the stuff that was going on in carbonation. I mean, moments we were crying for you guys and for people in the cold, like we knew you, like we knew them. It was just, our families was looking at us like, why are y'all watching this? Because in real time, we're watching some real live bullshit in real time. Sorry, in real time, some a crazy maniac is doing a lot of stuff to people in real time, and our hearts used to break. We were figuring we were like one day praying and talking to each other, and one day, like I had my first child with Sheba. Me and Sheba kid is the same age. So watching her go all the months without prenatal care, that used to break my heart. But seeing you in a courtroom, you are so beautiful. You were so strong. I admired you. Every it, you know, a lot of people, a lot of women can't stand up against their abusers. But I do want to tell you, like, it was nothing short of admirable in that moment to watch you come in there looking like the baddest chick I've ever seen and handle business. Like, no, I'm dead serious.
Thank you.
Every day, you didn't come in there looking like throw it away. Like, you didn't come in there looking like, look, you came in there and you faced him looking beautiful every day. And it was sad to see some of the women that take the stand, some beautiful women he had around him abusing. Beautiful girls. You guys are the camera on YouTube and Instagram and all that do not get to give you guys y'all justice of how beautiful y'all are. And I pray that you don't let some monster take that from y'all and y'all get out here. Y'all deserve husbands. Y'all deserve families.
Yeah.
Y'all are beautiful. And I pray that happens for y'all. And I'm not trying to be on my high horse and tell you and talk to you to death, but I did want to get that off my heart. And I'm proud of you, sis.
Thank you so much. I wish you would have said something, man. Oh, I love
I
that.
was in the courtroom, and when they played Velvet and her revenge porn,
Oh,
I was in tears. I was legit crying. I could not even
yeah.
swallow. Like, my throat closed up because it was no reason for that. It was no reason for that. And
Mm-hmm.
she did this. You guys did that on the stand. And
Mm-hmm.
for all kinds of people to see. You know how much guts that took to do that?
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Yeah. Thank
And
you.
I watching the jury look at y'all go through that. It was women that I seen tearing up. It was people just looking like, oh my God, look at this. And he acting like this. He laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this wasn't even like it was nothing.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for even acknowledging that. I'm pretty sure that was traumatic for both of us. I remember when they showed Velvet's video. I didn't even realize I was gonna get triggered like that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I was boo crying too, girl. Like I could not. I was because no one. I'm sorry. No one deserves,
That.
be that. Yeah, to be seen like that, and knowing that he did that out of revenge and jealousy, man, is all the more to put him just in there. Throw the book at him at this point. Like that wasn't called for. So thank you so much for acknowledging that, because people just think that you know, because we did that and because we were recorded and all this other stuff, that we deserve it because we're quote unquote little whores or hoes or whatever. But no one deserves that. Not even a
No
prostitute
one.
or whatever you want to call people nowadays. Not even that. No one deserves to go through that type of humiliation.
No
So
one.
thank you. I appreciate that, goddess.
Problem. Thank you for allowing me to talk.
Of course. You can stay up if you want or you can go back down. It's up to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Um, hey girl. Are you still there?
Hello. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How you doing, Mother?
Hi, I'm good. I will try to make this as short as possible. I'm a little nervous because I usually play the background. I'm in the comments. I never come up to speak. But first of all, I want to commend you and the rest of the people who testified on your bravery. It really takes a lot to take that next step. And so I will say this: I spent a lot of time with. I was married to a narcissistic sociopath, and I don't think that people really understand what it's like to be in community and to be in the space of someone who is a narcissistic sociopath. Um, and I'm not using that term lightly. I know narcissism is thrown around a lot. So I'll say this: I have a master's degree in social work, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker associate, meaning I can technically diagnose people. I would never do that with this situation because I don't, that wasn't my client that I was working with. But based on what I've seen for many, many years, and I've been following you all for many, many years, I am strongly of the opinion that he may, in fact, be a narcissistic sociopath. And that is another level of evil and manipulation that until you experience, you will never understand.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the years that I spent in torture with my ex husband, because it was pure torture. And it was so difficult to get away from. But I finally did it. And it will take a long time for you to get yourself back. I still haven't gotten myself back, and I've been away for years, and I'm still struggling every single day. But it is going to happen. And one day, for me, for you, and for everyone who has been involved with him, one day you will have your old self back. You'll never be able to forget what happened to you, but you will be back. Even if you're not 100% back right now, I know you see the progression and the rest is coming. So just stay strong, forget the naysayers. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm proud of you. And also, too, just my last thing, for people who don't have access to a therapist, there are resources online for people who deal with narcissistic sociopaths, or if you think that you're dealing with a sociopath or a narcissist. One, they have support groups online. Facebook is one of them. I think it's called like Healing from Narcissistic Abuse or Survivors of Narcissists, something along those lines. And then another great resource is Dr. Romney on YouTube. She's very educational. She talks about narcissists and narcissistic traits, and also just a Google of just general narcissistic behaviors. I strongly encourage people to educate themselves on who these people are because they are walking amongst us. My ex-husband is incarcerated. He's getting out soon. I have moved to a different state so that I don't have to deal with everything that comes with being in the same state as him. So yeah, I think that's all I had to say.
Thank you so much, Goddess. Ah, man, you said a mouthful, and it's definitely heard and respected. People do need to educate themselves on this type of matter, like dealing with narcissists and sociopathic narcissists is no joke. It's real hell, and it takes a lot of healing to get over what happened with y'all. So I commend your strength. You know what I'm saying? And I pray that you get the exact healing you need on your journey to move forward into your most positive lifeline. So, and thank you so much, Goddess. I really appreciate you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. I had one question for you at the end, and you don't have to share this if you don't want to. I was just curious. At the
Mm-hmm.
end, when he said his speech to you all, even in his speech, having followed you all for so long, it was still so very manipulative, and I caught the messages that he was trying to send to you all. And so I was just wondering how you felt about that. And you don't have to share if you want to keep that personal. That's perfectly fine.
Oh no, I definitely want to share. I'm glad you brought it up because I definitely wanted to share how I felt in that moment. Like, oh my God, how everyone felt in that moment. You guys didn't see the faces on that Zoom call of his old members and everything like that. But I just was just looking at him and just feeling like, are you serious? I was furious. I was heated. In all that time, all everyone said that I was telling him what he did and how they felt, and you know, the people that he said he cares so much about and loves so much. Like, I love you, and I forgive you, and I'll see you in the end. Are you serious? I was completely, I was mad. I was furious. And I was like, are you serious? And then you're looking at all the other faces on the Zoom card. Courtney put up his hand like, what? Are you serious? Uh, Kendra started drinking a drink and like was like, were you serious? Everybody was. Aaron had to turn back on his Karen. Aaron had to turn back his camera, look at, be like, yo, are you dumb? Like, he had no remorse. He tried to blame us and make us feel guilty for something that he did and place himself in. It was ridiculous to me, and it was so narcissistic, psychopathic, whatever the word you wanted to call it. It was very narcissistic, and that's why the judge had no mercy on him. That was the reason why, because he wanted to have a movie moment. He wanted to have a movie moment in that moment and say something so ingenuine. That's not what he felt. But he felt like he had to say it to make a statement, to make it a movie, make it an acting scene like he thinks that the world is. But it's actually reality. You're going to jail. Say something to save your fucking life, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse, but Jesus Christ. Take your life seriously at this point. Stop trying to point the finger and point it back at yourself. Stop trying to point the finger because you're missing the point. That was the carbonation thing. Right, mama. All right. Hold on, y'all.
I'm gonna drop down, but thank you both.
Thank you.
Bye. Jenae, Kimura wants to say hi.
Kimura.
Hi.
What's going on, sis?
That
That's
Now
so
she want
sweet.
to try.
Oh my God. Kimura is so beautiful. I have more people that want to come up. But thank you for asking about that, Goddess, because that literally was just the icing on the cake. I was just like, this couldn't be real, man. Yeah, if you need to watch it again, y'all go look at it again. He really wanted an ingenuine moving moment. He could have had a chance to be like, yo, I didn't even know it affected y'all like that. Yo, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for what I did. You know, I do feel like, you know, I do love them. If he really did love us, I do love them. And, you know, and I just couldn't control myself, couldn't control my demons, couldn't see myself. But now that y'all telling me what I need to hear, I can see myself. And in this moment, as I'm fighting for my life, I just want to say I apologize. I wish y'all the best, and I'll see you at the end. Boom. That would have been more genuine. That would have been more honest. That would have got you parole. Stupid. Stupid. Just I apologize, but dang, like that just made me like, all right, yeah, I'm officially done with this whole combination thing. If that wasn't done before, I'm officially done because I followed a maniac. Anyway, I'm bringing up the rest of y'all. Come on up, Tia. Come on up, Barbie doll. How y'all doing tonight?
Hi everybody.
Hey.
Oh, it's been I've been watching since 2017, and I am so happy that this is over. I mean, it is so sad that he just thought that he was, above the law. And the one thing, you and Kendra's statements were so moving to me. I was in tears, and I'm at work now, and that's why I didn't cam up because I'm driving. However, the thing that touched me the most about what you said was that you y'all went to try to change the world, try to, find y'all's place in the world, and that somebody could take advantage, and nobody deserved to be treated like that. And then Juju with his dumb ass, how you get up there and say that, oh, we agreed? Who agrees to get slapped in the fucking face? Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Um, and the fact that Kendra says she never would have thought that when she went in 2017, that in 2020 she'd be scared to just be who she's supposed to be in life. And, I mean, it was just so much, so much. I'm so sorry. I was just so happy for you. I knew that when I seen you on the interview on the T that you was gonna follow through. I knew you had just had enough. I just knew it. And everybody, the lady up, I don't know her name, that was there for you the whole time, and the tea, I would like to give y'all's flowers, because even without the tea, she said we gave her too much credit, but nobody else's conspiracy theories, nobody else's, whatever they had to say. And even though Solar is not one of my favorite persons, the one thing that he said, if he never said anything else was true, was that y'all was supposed to be eliminating generation curses, not creating them. And when Kendra said that nobody would believe, that he had nobody y'all thinking that no black girl was worth it, that hurt me so much, because it has played out so true. And I was just so glad that the jury believe y'all black girls. We are worth it. Everybody's worth it. All women, but especially the black women. And I just want to thank you and give you your flowers. And everybody stay prayed up. I'm still praying for the other ladies. They free. They just don't know it yet. But God is good. And thank you.
All the time. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. I like yeah, the whole generational curses thing. You have no idea. Like you have no idea. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna bring up more people now. You have no idea. Hi y'all. Hi Olivia. Hi Tali.
Hi.
How you doing? Hi Tia.
Hi. Good. I guess I could go first. I wanted a couple of years ago. Oh, let me turn this down. A couple of years ago, can you hear me?
Absolutely. I just
Okay.
moved my mic so because my baby be cooing. So
Oh,
that,
okay. A couple of years ago, I had a conversation, and someone mentioned something about they had been raped before, and they were like, "Oh, I've been raped," and I was like, "That is crazy. I've never been raped, and no man has ever hit me." And I just said all of those things, and someone had to reel me in and let me know how insensitive that was. And I was happy to learn that and to change that. And I just want to like encourage a lot of people to think that our brains don't think alike. I'll be honest. I was a person in this case. I've been a person like, why are they in this cult? Why are they like this? And a lot of people are saying like, oh, Eligio got too much, and what is the definition of it? I want us to think about like this. There was a time when our husbands owned us, could beat us, we couldn't vote. Things change, things evolve, right? And so us learning about this coast stuff, like I'm really opening my eyes and learning how people get here and how people think like this. And shit, I lost my train of thought on hi y'all, excuse me. Oh, what I'm saying is, so as the law evolves and as those experts came up and all of those things like that, I think that a lot of us are learning more about the mind state, more about what grape really means, what it insinuates, how someone may feel. And I think that there always has to be examples. And if there was ever going to be an example, then I think it's great that it was Eligio.
Well, okay. I guess I'll go next. I'll be really quick because I know a lot of people would like to share with you, so I won't take up too much time. I really want to say I am oh, and just so you know,
all
Jenae,
right.
uh,
Cannot
Olivia,
hear anything. Can anybody hear me?
yes, I can.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Darn it, man. What's going on?
Can you hear anything now, Jenae? Okay, thank you, Tia. You still there, Jenae?
Yeah, I'm still here. It's just I don't know what's going on. My connection is like acting weird. I don't know what's going on, but I can hear. I can hear now.
Okay, okay, great. I
Yeah.
was I was in the courtroom and
I gave you the namaste sign when you were um, giving your testimony, and I gave you a hug before as things were
Yes.
wrapping up. Yes. So
Yes.
just so you know, I
Yes.
go by
As you
I go by
as you can
Olivia
hear,
Pope online.
yeah, I remember you. As you can hear, I'm muting my mic because my because she likes to sing, and so I'm just yeah. Go
She is
ahead.
absolutely beautiful. But I just want to say, when you were in the courtroom and you said, I finally took back my power. Oh, that was so deep, and it just I was so happy for you in that moment, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm proud that you had the courage to take back your power. And I know it was a process, and you went through a lot, and I'm so happy for you. And Kendra's statement, your statement was so moving. It really moved everyone that was sitting in my area. I don't think it was a dry eye on that side of the room. And just the collective statements at the end before the sentencing when everybody was sharing their experiences and what it took to move forward from that experience was so impactful and so powerful. And I think I can speak for a lot of people when I say that I'm really proud of you. And there's one other thing that I wanted to say. And I did a lot of research with black women veterans transitioning out of the military and back into um, a non-military life and environment, right? And so a lot of people they join the military when they're between the ages of 18 and 22. And that's a tough transition period for anybody. So if you stay with the military for a while, 10, 15, 20 years, but by the time you are done with the military lifestyle, you're 30, 35, or 40 plus. And you can't really revert to who you were before the military because at that time, like I said, you were between 18 and 22, and you've had all these additional life experiences that have changed you and shaped you. So one of the things that I found in my research that helped black women to transition successfully is to evolve into a new identity which encapsulates who they were before, their experiences they had while in the military, who they are now, and who they're becoming in the future. And that's the advice that I would give to anyone who has been affiliated with Carbon Nation in any way. Instead of focusing solely on how to evolve back into who you were before Carbon Nation, focus on who you are now, everything that you've learned, all the experiences that you've had, what life has taught you, and who you want to be in the future. So you seem like you're doing such a great job at that. But to the other people who were once affiliated with Carbon Nation, whether you just left yesterday or you left 2 years ago, I would say to them, focus on evolving into who you want to be, the full person you will be in the future. So, and that's all I had to say. And yeah,
Thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate every single word that you has talked today. Thank you so much. And I'll see you again maybe.
yes, you will.
Yeah, you're such a beautiful soul. Like, oh
Oh,
my god.
thank you.
Like you I enjoyed like coming there every day and seeing you there. And I appreciate the hugs. I appreciate the smiles. I appreciate the encouragement. And thank you so much for the for
You're
the advice.
very welcome. We wanted to make sure that you felt supported and you knew that even if we were not sitting and standing right beside you. You had a whole team of people that were there in support of you. So
Thank you, sis. I really do
you're
appreciate
welcome. Okay.
it. Peace, loves.
Hey.
Hey, Olivia. Wait, Tia, sorry.
Yes, hi, how are you? First off, I
Good.
want to commend you for everything you've done, and I want to shout out to T as well. I've been watching this cult for quite some years now, since
Hmm.
Rambo and them were in the cult, and this is for everybody that thinks that Nature Boy didn't deserve the sentence that he got. You guys also have to understand, you guys were not there. You have no idea what they went through. You have no idea the trauma that they had to go through. And this goes back to Rambo. I had to go on their page, see what everybody's saying. So I went on there, and Rambo's wife didn't quite agree with the sentencing. She said that nobody took accountability or anything like that. But at the same time, you gotta understand Nature Boy got worse as the cult became bigger. So for her to say that, it was kind of like a slap in the face almost, because she wasn't there long enough or experiences you guys actually experienced. So I want to know, how did you feel about her statement if you did watch the video?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked because I definitely want to say something about that. The Rambo and Serenity, and if you hear my baby in the background, she's singing. Okay. Um, Rambo and Serenity or Grace did not was not there when I was there, and I wasn't there when they were there. I remember the time where I was there, and Serenity or Grace wanted to go back to be with Nature Boy. That said a lot to me right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Remember what they said. They told y'all. They said it in their interview. They have not really completely healed. And I'll tell you why. This is my opinion, and I'll tell you why. Because they can sit there and flash how they're, doing the co-parent, the parenting thing, and in this relationship, and give out their life advice, and what they produce from the teachings and everything like that, which is wonderful. They made a life for themselves that they see fit for them. Cool, wonderful. However, like they said, they did not go back home. They did not go back to their families. They did not go back to regular society. They isolate themselves. They went to Hawaii. They went to wherever, and isolated themselves again, staying in the same type of mindset. They're still brainwashed. They're still in that mindset of carbonation, no matter what they want to say it or not. And that's just it. That's my opinion on it. So for them to say what they said, Serenity Grace do not have grace in her body. That's probably why she named herself that. And I'm saying this out of what I believe, my opinion, because no woman would say, and I say this respectfully, no woman who in their sound mind would say that they deserve to get raped. Raped. Shit. Raped. And that's just point blank period. Oh, she deserved it. We just think she said it herself, y'all. She doesn't have sympathy for others because she doesn't have sympathy for herself. How is her name Grace? Sympathy and grace are like synonyms. It's like cousins. She doesn't have grace for herself. How can you love yourself? How can you not have empathy for yourself or sympathize with your own situations that you went through? They have not completely healed, but they want to sit here and pass out astrology reasons and life advice. I've taken accountability for my actions, regardless if they want to understand that or not. Of course, I'm not going to do that publicly. I can do it all I want behind closed doors in therapy that I've been taking for a year and some change now. Thank you very much. And I can do that with my family. I can do that with my friends. I can sit and I can do it with myself. I can do that with God. I've taken accountability for all the things I've done because I know that I placed myself in situations I didn't necessarily have to place myself in. And I also empathize with myself and sympathize with myself, saying, okay, don't beat yourself up. So it's for them to say that I haven't taken accountability. Of course, I'm not going to go publicly online while there's still an open case doing a trial section saying, oh yeah, I take accountability for what I've done. I put myself through it. No, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to compromise my case. I'm not going to be like idiotic like the other 3 women over there and be emotionally retarded, excuse my language, but I don't want to call them that. I want to say I'm not going to make poor decisions when it comes down to that. For the person that was meant for this job that God gave me, I was the right one. Give me the instructions, I'll do it. So I want to say that for the record. It's on the record. It's on the record now. They had no right to say what they said. They weren't there. They weren't there for 3 God. They weren't there for Poppy. They weren't there for Baba G. They was there for the Commander-in-Chief in the Earth Plane. They was there for that. They was there for Nature Boy. But Nature Boy and the Commander-in-Chief in the Earth Plane wasn't as severe as 3 God or deranged as 3 God, if you want to call him the characters. And that's what I'm going to say about that. Point blank, period.
Ask you that because when I watched it, it ticked me off a little bit. I'm just like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? But I'm glad that you spoke your piece, and again, I'm really happy for you. And I also want to say, rest in peace, Mama Dia. Rest in peace, Loyal. Rest in peace, Baby Love. And then may the remaining members be free. Thank you.
I'm trying. This Wi-Fi is crazy right now. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can definitely hear you. Thank God. Hey.
Hey, today, girl.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. First, I just wanted to go back to what you talked about and just remind yourself that Grace was willing to leave her baby and run off back to Nature Boy. So that is nobody I would pay any mind, girl.
Yeah, I don't pay her no mind because she doesn't know me and I don't know her. And
Exactly.
about a year ago, she was talking to Courtney on live or whatever like that, and basically
I remember that.
yeah, you remember that live where they were just basically victim shaming and blaming. So it was just like ever since then I didn't really fuck with her because of her character, because I'm just like, wow, like really, like that. She don't even know what happened. She swears she thinks she knows what happened. But here's the thing. I'm not going to say that she would have left her child because she said herself that she wasn't going to leave her child. She was going to bring her child to it. She was going to bring her child to it. So that's even worse. So before they start saying things about the victim that they don't even know, they have no idea who I am, how I am, nothing. They just think this is because what they seen online or what he tried to portray me to be, or what is it called, promiscuity, whatever that word is. I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes I don't know what to say the word because of what I've done or the TKO, whatever. They think they can judge me based on that instead of who I truly am. So it's just like, yo, go ahead, do whatever you want to do.
I think as I get older, and I realize people who can't take criticism from other people, because Grace go off if you disagree with her ever, are not people who are willing to grow and learn, right? They just believe what they believe and you can't sway them. So let it be. But
Right.
I wanted to say something to you, and I messaged you earlier, but I want to just sort of say it again. um, you did something that a lot of people were not willing to do. And that is, I've just been so proud of you. You're just so brave for everything you did. And I
Thank you.
think all the time about look at all the people who left after this in the last 2 years, Jenae. Like, think about how many people got their freedom. And then I think about how many women who would have been there, who could have gone in the future, that you saved from a predator. Like, that is amazing.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
It's huge. It's not a small thing
Yeah, I don't
because you.
go ahead.
No, I was saying you if you think about Aaron, Sheba, sorry, Kendra, Aaron, all of them would still be there possibly if this didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know, Armand would probably still be there if this didn't happen.
Hmm.
They got their life back and their families back because of this. So this is huge. That cult mind control is hard to break. This is huge. Getting time and space away from them was what they needed, and they got that. And then they were able to get their lives back together. And so many women that this predator were talking to, who were, I'm sure, very young, because he's still trying to prey on young women, didn't get the chance to go there and didn't get the chance to experience some of the things you guys experienced.
Oh man, I wouldn't wish it on the world. Go ahead.
It's just a beautiful thing. So I just want to say it one more time. I think I messaged you this on Instagram. I'm gonna say it one more time. It's big, it's beautiful, and you're the catalyst for this. And so it's one of those things that, I'm sure everybody looks back at this and thinks, "Wow, I would have been probably still been there, still in this situation, still knowing in the back of my head that this isn't right, but caught up,
Mm.
and you got them out." I mean, give yourself some credit for that. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I even time every time somebody tried to give me that credit, I tried to take it, but I always say I don't feel like it's just me that needs to like take credibility for this. Like I feel like it was a whole collective of people, like not just the people backstage, not just me. Is like a lot of people that prayed for this,
Mhm.
and I just caught the frequency because I put out a prayer. I'm gonna say that I put out a prayer to God while I was in that spa because the revenge porn was placed on me. I didn't know what to do, um, and I cried out to God. I got on my knees and prayed in that spa, and I said, "Please, God, please tell me what I got to do right now. Please help me be in good graces with you, with myself, with the people. What do I need to do? Please let me know. I'm asking you. I literally had to pray because
Mm.
I was so embarrassed and so I felt like um
It's okay, girl.
yeah, I just
They all felt the same way, though. You hear Aaron say the same thing. He was embarrassed.
it was
He dedicated so many years to this. He did so much that he didn't agree with.
yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, and just knowing that Eligio just thought I was his property, so he can just post those videos whenever he wanted, whenever, especially when I have voiced to him before, like I wasn't comfortable with that, and he just did it anyway because I was manipulated. He said, "I'm gonna post it now." I'm like, okay. So it's like he just took advantage of us and seeing that after I deleted Instagram that I wasn't gonna do with them or I was just straight up gonna leave. Like I was like done. I was just like, I'm not gonna be a troll. I'm not gonna be talking about that. I told them all this before I left. So if I was gone and I changed my number and my Instagram's gone, leave me the fuck alone. And when I saw that, I had to pray. And once I prayed, Kite went live, and
Mm.
and then with a T, and I just said I got to do something, and Jenae showed up, so like
That's
help
a big,
help
see, like
people.
every person, so Kite getting away and seeing reality for what it was
Yeah,
helped you, you know,
yeah,
all of
yeah,
this is so just like he helped you, you helped other people. But
exactly.
it because it's tough. It's tough to get away from. And I do remember when because not only did he repost it after you left, because I know they were in there trying to say that it was always there. Like, no, it was down. Y'all lost your Twitter. Then you reposted it, told people to go look at it, and pinned a video of you to the top of the page. It was definitely revenge. There was no other word for it.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sorry. I still get triggered. That's how traumatic it is for me. I still get a bit triggered when I think about it, and seeing sorry, shit. Excuse me. Being
Denetrix, sorry. Denetrix, not
the
Kite.
next, yeah, it's being in that courtroom and people was watching me, you know, um, it just made me feel like I was trash, yo. Like I was never going to be any amount to anything. That's what it made me feel like. It made me feel like I was a slut, and I didn't deserve to be to have a better life for myself. When they did that, I felt an energy trying to pull me back. I swear to gosh, I swear I felt an energy pulling me, literally trying to pull me back to the cult. And that's why my hands are shaking. That's crazy. That's why when I went on the T and I cried saying, I don't want to go back no more. I don't want
Mm.
no more. I don't I don't want to go back no more. Because I felt like I don't know, man. I felt so low, and I felt like that there was a pulling on my energy to go back, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was calling out for help, man. When I did that T video, I was calling out for help. When I went to the police, I was calling out for help. Please don't let me go back. That's what it was for me. Don't let me
Mm-hmm.
go back. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? So like for anyone who don't want to see the compassion or have compassion for that, I know what I felt. I was fighting for my life, yo, and I wanted it back. And I wanted more for myself, and I also want more for them. So when
Yeah.
I knew he could, when when I heard that he can get in trouble for that, and I said to myself, okay. At first, I didn't know if I wanted to do it or not, and then I was just like, you know what, I have to take my life back. And then Jenae was helping me. She was telling me a lot of things and helping me understand the value of myself and how I didn't deserve that, and and showing me other things, showing me how abusive the cult is and everything like that. So I just was like, you know what, I can stand up to him, no matter if, baby girl, no matter if he was my messiah or not. I can stand up to him and get my life back, because that was just dreadful, awful. And then when he got served, he started taunting me with
Mm-hmm.
with the clown and the comment about Freddy Krueger and stuff like that. Knowing that I told him before those were things I was scared of. So it's just like, nah, bro, like you deserve this shit, man. You don't deserve it. You deserve it, bro.
I'm telling you, when I saw the argument, his listen, and his attorney tried his best, but I saw the argument. The attorney was saying like, "Hey, it was always there. We agree." No, no, no,
It was
and
not.
it was good because then the guy was like, "No, we have the date on Twitter. It shows the date when it was after she left. It was posted and pinned." And it was done purposely, and then he told people to go there, so it was done purposely to it. And it wasn't the first time he did this, because he did it to Velvet when she left before, so he has a habit of doing this. This is something he does to embarrass women. He uses sex to embarrass women frequently. He always used to talk about it in front of women in all kinds of crazy ways. So that's something he always did. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the arguments they use, even with the Will Smith slap, when that DA, the black lady, because I was not sure about company, but that black lady that closed, she was amazing. And when she actually came back and said, that Will Smith slap was after all of those events, they didn't even check their lies when they came up with their lies. That's how terrible their side was.
Nah, here's the thing, and I'm just gonna say this for I see you, and I love you, and I'm just saying that to someone in the chat, and for whatever reason, I think they got that from Max, yo.
Probably.
And I'm telling you, like I know they probably did. I'm pretty sure they listened to Max. And I listen to Max because I like his content. I like the people that go on his panel. They had good perspectives and stuff. And then it started to become like some of them with victim blaming and shaming and stuff. So I just kind of like stayed away a little bit. But I heard Max say that, and Max says a lot of things, and I'd be feeling like they be taking it and running with it sometimes, because Max was saying that a lot. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that because I'm not sure if Max is trying to help them at this point. But I leave it. I'm leaving it alone. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell what he's doing with some of the commentary lately, but
Yeah, lately, right? Lately. So
lately.
it wasn't.
But I have to say, I think they've been listening to everybody and try to take tips as much as possible.
Yeah.
And but they didn't even validate their lies. I mean, she quickly brought that up and was like, "Hey, do you realize that happened on March 24th, right?"
And she said, "Okay," like that was, and she said, "Okay," like she could, even if that was a trick question to flip her up, and she could have been like, "No, that's why we started doing it." No, let me tell you what happened. Like I do remember that meeting that we had about the Living Color, and we was watching Living Color, but it was never. He started programming in their mind during the trial to say that it was all for Wild Factor and improv and all this other stuff. Like literally, he's such a monster, man. He would sit there and he would tell them to say the abuse were all acting. So they start to believe that it's all acting. You know what I'm saying? So if you, especially Eligio, if he's telling you something so much over and over and over, you're gonna start to believe it if you're underneath him, or if you follow him, if you listen to him. Master manipulator. So they even started to believe that the abuse was okay and it was for improv. They're brainwashed, yo. And for Aya to go up there and completely lie out her teeth, I don't know what's commendable, about that.
Man, she admitted to a crime in a court. Like I don't really know what to think about those women right now. I feel for them though. I feel compassion for them.
Yeah, I do too, but she didn't do the crime. She didn't do it. She started saying that she admits she would. No one has that footage. No one has access to his phone except for him. You heard Aaron say, nobody touches it, man. Nobody touches his phone. He had to stop himself and reiterate that nobody touches his phone, meaning that he has all that content unless he gives it to the guys. It would have been believable if he said Jax did it, because the guys have the media, has access for the media, but no, he made Aya take the blame, which is just more proof that he has no love for no one but
He
him.
doesn't care about them. That's the thing. You're right. Because he does not care what happens to them as long as he doesn't get locked up.
Yeah, and that's crazy to me. And I don't think, and I'm gonna say this for the record as well, I don't think anything about their loyalty is commendable or honorable, or if they are ride or die. I don't think that at all. Ride or die for what? They're dying. Let's not say that. Let me just cancel that real quick because I actually care about them. Let's just say that they're liberating themselves right now. They're getting through the process and they're liberating themselves right now because listen, they're not ride or die for him. They were beaten into submission. They're brainwashed. Stop saying they're ride or die. Please.
Right.
They're not ride or die. That's not commendable at all. They were abused to follow his every command, and I watched it. I watched him abuse them until they submit. I watched Eligio Bishop beat Malia Tanisha DeLay with a belt and said, "Oh, it's starting to feel good." He started to smile. Like, I heard that in Kendra's statement. It was true. We were all there and we witnessed that shit. He beat her and told her to get in the shower for a second, for like just to get wet, get back on the floor with her face down and whipped her wet. That is not ride or die. Stop, bro. Come on, man. That's just sick to me now. Like, I'm just saying, like, stop calling that. Stop. Everyone stop saying that loyalty runs deep. Ain't no loyalty. It's fear. They're feared. They're in fear, man. Notice that, recognize it, and say it for what it is. A duck is a duck, right? Eligio Bishop is a demon for that. And they are his minions at this point. So let's just pray for them for real. Let's just pray that their loyalty lies within themselves and with God, not within Eligio Bishop.
I really hope I know Malia's sister's out there trying to see if she can get in touch, and I really hope Malia leaves.
I do too.
I don't know about Aya. I feel like Aya ain't got nothing to lose at this point, and maybe she I don't know. But I hope Malia leaves. She's been through a lot. She's been through so much. She's been his punching bag for so long.
Yeah. And I'm just saying this. I'm not trying to come at Max at all or anyone who has ever said that. Because I respect his platform. I listen, I watch, all this other stuff, but come on, man, we gotta see it for what it is. Stop trying to present. Been they get caught up in stuff. They keep, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about it. It's not about the loyalty to traditions. The most abused. Included.
You breaking up a little bit today.
Can y'all?
Okay, did we lose Jenae?
All right, can y'all hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, better, much better.
Geez, I don't even remember what I said. I remember, but what did I leave off?
You were talking about the whole ride or die thing and the abuse. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just basically saying, like, I'm not trying to come at anyone's platform because I enjoy watching them. I enjoy watching the people that have been documenting people, especially they have a good opinion and they are professional and they have wonderful people on their platform. But one thing I'm not going to commend, and that's one thing I'm not going to agree with, is them being ride or dies. They were abused into their situation. And I watched it and witnessed it, and it's traumatic for everyone involved. So I want to just put that out there before you believe that their loyalty is something commendable. It's not. They were beaten into it. They're fearful. Right. If they do not do what he says, they are feared. They fear that they will die. Tanisha tried to run out naked, and he tackled her to the floor. I saw it.
My goodness.
Then there's no loyalty in that. I pray that their loyalty lies within themselves and with God at this point, not in that man. Please. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm trying to bring
Well,
up.
it was good talking to you, girl. You did the thing. I'm gonna keep giving you that credit
Thank
because
you.
you did. You did. But anyway, it was
Thank
lovely
you.
talking to you, and blessings to you and your baby girl and your family. Big up yourself.
Big up yourself. I appreciate you. Thank you, Goddess. I'll talk to you again soon. All right. I'm trying to bring up more people. If you guys want to come up, let me know. Like I said, not trying to throw shots at anybody, just being direct and pointing out certain things that we should not be commending in this community any longer. Okay? The abused women, the men that abuse women, and they're expecting loyalty from them and everything like that. No, let's not commend that no more. Let's not commend that. There's no loyalty in that, and there's nothing to be commended by that. They are battered women. Just like T said, battered women syndrome is sad. Look at it as sad. Then you'll start to see, oh yeah, maybe he did deserve that. These women don't know what they're saying. They're saying exactly what they're told to say. Where's the loyalty in that? They don't even have their own mind. Where's the loyalty in that? Wake up. Let's wake up. Let's get out the illusion that they're trying to cast out and the spells they're trying to cast out, their beauty that people look at. Oh, right, they're beautiful, but what's going on with them mentally? Let's look at that. Come on, man. We got to do better as a people. And if we're going to have these platforms, we got to see it for what it is. A duck is a duck. A duck is not a tiger. Come on, mama. Hold on. Who else wants to come up? I'm dropping the link. Oh, mama. Oh, my God. Yes. I'm glad to be here, and I'm gonna be possibly getting off soon, or if not, I don't think I'm gonna get off soon. Whenever y'all want me to, I guess. Whenever y'all wanna call it a night, because I can talk for ages, but my baby. Anyone have any questions, comments, concerns? I think I did talk a lot though. It's scary. Some are still justifying not taking no for a final answer. Yeah, it's something. I'm glad that all of this is happening though. I'm glad all of this is happening because we do need to see that this is happening in our community so we can change it. You know, there's a reason why people have their platforms and they speak the way they speak and they're themselves. It's pointing out certain things that we just need to like look at within ourselves and like justifying abuse in the Black community, in our melanated community. We got to stop that. We've been doing that for too long, since slavery times, when they had to abuse us and say and make it seem like it's okay for us to be abused. It's a mentality. It's a generational thing at this point. It's probably in our DNA at this point. So we got to like stop it, and I'm gonna put this for the record. Like, right, I'm willing to take accountability for all that I've done in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I know that the Jenae that y'all watched for a very long time, was naive, gullible, just all over the place, didn't have self-worth, like, and every time I messed with carbonation, my self-worth got lower and lower. And I kept putting myself in those situations because of my self-worth, because I didn't love myself the way I thought I did. When I got in physically in carbonation, my love of self vanished, and I can take accountability for, me being just moving dumb, didn't know how to like make good decisions in life. And I just want to let y'all know that I understand that about myself, and I understand that like going to relationship into relationship and relationship just wasn't the best thing for me. Wasn't the best thing to do. So if I want to like put that for the record now, for the record, right now, I feel like I'm healing past that point of who I used to be, yo. I'm still celibate, and I'm proud of myself for how far I've come. So for those who are saying, "Oh, she's been there, she's been here," okay, you can judge the old Jenae, but the Jenae that stands before you, who's talking to you right now, is a completely different woman, and you know that. You can hear that. I'm pretty sure y'all hear. I can hear it. I'm different. It's been a while since I've put myself in a compromising position. I've been back into society. I worked 2 jobs. I'm a mother. Oh my God. I'm a mother. So I'm gonna give myself those flowers right now. I guess that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pick up myself because a lot of people have a lot to say online. You did and say Naytiri did this, Naytiri did that. She went here, she went there, all this other stuff. But what is she doing now? She's not the same. So before you try to bring up Naytiri, know Jenae. Jenae is right here, swinging her baby. So that's all I got to say about that. I'm gonna give myself my flowers. All right. Hey Tally, how you doing again?
Hey, good. I understand if you do not want to respond to this, but I have
Mhm.
to try while I have you. He said it's complicated.
Oh. Hell no. You
Okay.
know what not to say nothing like that. Complicated. We have no relationship. Hell, like nah. I had to even. I'm good where I'm at. I have something really good and powerful and positive and lovely in my life. He can't really compare to that. You know what I'm saying? Like nah, he can't. No, 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 no. It was complicated. He's so silly. When I had to rewind it. I had to rewind it, sis, so many times when he said it's complicated. I laughed because I'm just like, you so silly. Why you? Mm,
I
mm-mm.
wonder if that was for Eligio.
It was. It was.
Mm.
It definitely was. He want at least you knowing that we ain't had no relationship.
Okay, can I just hang out for a while?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Absolutely. That was funny. Hell, complicated my butt. But it was funny. You can't. I was not gonna get mad at that. You know what I'm saying? It was funny, especially when he raised his eyebrow at it. It was funny. It was funny. Um, but yeah, I'm
Y'all
gonna
better
get into.
leave Courtney alone, okay?
He's doing his thing. He's doing the best that he can. And I appreciate him for testifying. You know,
Period.
Did
period.
any did y'all notice how at the end of his testimony the smirk he did and then the way he put his glasses on, it was like it was like profound. I laughed.
No,
Did
I
it?
didn't. oh, oh yeah,
Well, I
too.
don't
No,
know if anybody else noticed this, but the fact that his shirt said boss
boss.
yesterday, like
Yes.
Yeah.
he's
Yes.
so calculated, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I was just like, all right. When I noticed that, I was like, okay, he knows what he's doing. Like he's trying to send a message to Eligio or whoever. Like I'm the boss of this shit. But it's all good. I'm not even gonna talk about him for real because I don't want to like make it about him at all. I'm not giving no energy towards that way. But I'm just grateful because he did say that he testified, and it was for a good cause. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Hey sis.
Hey, I'm sorry for coming back up here. I just wanted to say one more thing. I've been listening this entire time, and I know we were speaking about the women that are still the women who are still there, and I do want to give grace to them because, like I said earlier, until you've been in a narcissistic relationship with someone with those traits, it is so incredibly difficult to leave. I know even in my situation, my ex-husband has a new girlfriend, and I want so bad to tell her, like, you are dealing with Satan in the flesh, but I'm not going to do that because I know that's not going to be helpful for her because she doesn't know. She doesn't know what she's going to find out, but she doesn't know. Um, but the mental captivity that these people have you in is so difficult to divorce yourself from because you have to remember, not you, but people who have not experienced these type of people, you have to remember that on a day-to-day basis, it can go from an extreme gaslighting and extreme abuse to even the most subtle things that a normal person would never pinpoint as triangulation or devaluation or degrading. But because you've been with them for years. So the little things that they say and the little things that they do to pick at you. And it's literal torture. And so, these are women who have been with him for years. And it's going to be a lot of undoing, a lot of coming to terms with what happened to them. And I think the first step is them recognizing who they're dealing with. They haven't even gotten to that point yet.
Right.
So, like I said in the comments, as long as these women have breath in their body, there is always hope for them. And I will continue to watch them and just pray for them, as I think we all should do. I know for myself, like, and again, something I mentioned in the comments was that these people have a tendency to strip you. They intentionally strip you from who you are. They can't take everything, but they're damn sure going to try to take everything down to your happiness, you laughing at the small things in life. They will try to siphon every single thing that they can from you to turn you into someone who a hollow shell solely made for them. That is their intention. And I know for myself, like I almost died dealing with my ex-husband, almost went to prison dealing with my ex-husband, almost lost everything. But by the grace of God, I was saved every single time from having to face any real repercussions or consequences from being with him. And these women have the opportunity now to walk away. And it could take years for them to walk away. But I mean, like I said, as long as they're breathing, um, and the more separation they have from him, my hope for them is that they will, like you said earlier, continue, like, see glimpses of themselves and not have to, I think it was you who said not have to ask to get out the car, things like that. Or it might have been Kendra. I can't remember which one you said that, but hopefully those things will shed light that, they are free. So that's all I had to say.
Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate that. Like I said, if ever they go live, just send them love. Know that their families and their support teams are waiting for them. I love you. You are free. You're free. You're free now. That's if we're gonna do this, we gotta do the reverse psychology. We gotta fight fire with water. If this fire, if let's say that Eligio's bishop's programming is fire, we gotta null it out with water. We gotta put it out with a big old wave. Like, I love you. You can come home now. Oh, really? Okay. We gotta program them into knowing that they're loved and they're free. They're not trapped anymore. You know how badly they were beaten. Oh my God, I can't. I'm sorry if I keep saying this, but I cannot emphasize this enough. They were beaten and mentally abused and called names, and I witnessed all this just so they can submit to him. That he stepped on their heads, put their bodies out on Twitter, Instagram, got their names, got his name on their butts. Like, he did too much. He did a lot for
His
now.
name is on their faces, right? Yeah.
No, it's love on their face. They put
Oh,
love,
okay.
like Charlie Manson's
Mm.
women with the X's on their faces, and they're walking around with an X on their face, so happy. They're walking around with tattoos on their face, happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we gotta just fight fire with water. I guess that's what
And
I'm call.
he went beyond hate for Efru. I mean, like that was some type of whoo. That yeah.
And we're gonna
He did,
call that loyalty.
yeah.
No, no, I'm just saying, like, we're not gonna call that loyalty no more. Let's just not do that. We're gonna call that for what it is. It's abuse, and she's manipulated and brainwashed into thinking that he is just this loving being, but because he sprinkles little love, little care, sprinkles it on them, and then beats them up and malnourishes them and talk bad about them, and then so they can have something to hold on to. Like, oh, it can get better. You know, I can do this. I can work for his love. That's all they want. They want all of them want attention from him. Do you know how bad I tried not to get attention? People say, "Oh, this here just wanting attention." No, I didn't. I loved when they got attention. I absolutely loved it. I actually tried for them to get attention because they wanted it so bad, and they would get so happy when they get it. But all he would do is give me or Malia the most attention. So he would purposely do that so they can get jealous. Purposely. He couldn't get me jealous none. Because remember, I wanted another man. Jealous for what? I wanted another man. What are you talking about? What are we talking about here? So when they would get dressed up, when I would get dressed up, they would get dressed up even more. And I loved it. I loved it. I wanted them to be happy within themselves and dressing themselves up more and doing things for themselves more and start to love themselves more. When I got around, the game was on. When I was around, just being myself, oh, they went harder to be seen, to be heard, to be felt, to be loved. But I wanted them to love themselves. I wanted to see their value in themselves. That's what they won't tell you because they don't remember. He brainwashed them to say, oh, Naytiri is the enemy. But Naytiri was never the enemy. Jenae was never the enemy. I know, baby.
You were the scapegoat because you were the strongest. You were a scapegoat.
Mm, I appreciate it. I don't know if I was the strongest, though.
No, you were. And I think I I'm not strongest. I don't know what word to use, but there's this overwhelming consensus that you were the light. You were the biggest light, the most talent. It was I'm not surprised that you're the one. Even though I am surprised, but I'm not surprised if that makes sense. That you're the one that did this.
I appreciate that. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Before her, it was Velvet. What do you mean? Before her, it was Velvet. Velvet what? But I appreciate it. You know, I just want them to remember what actually happened instead of convincing themselves of a lie. Who Naytiri really is, what Jenae really did in that cult behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember there's this one time, that's so crazy. Oh, yes, let's get into this. Y'all ready for a story time or tea? Are y'all still with me? Are we still going
We
strong, y'all?
still here.
Yep, we loving it. Let's go.
Okay. So let's get into what really happened that day when Malia was jumped by the women, right? Oh, I was waiting to talk about this day. So what really happened was the day before that day, the night before that day, Baba's excuse me if I call him that. I'm putting myself back in that memory. Eligio uh had sex with me, right? And he had to go into the other room to have sex with me that night. And the rising after, I guess he was picking on Malia, or because she was kind of jealous that me and him had a moment that night before. And he was like, I don't think anyone remembered this, but if you remember the live, what he was saying before that incident, he was talking about how my butt, how my butt was pillow like, and was just talking about how great I was and how great I felt. And then he started, and then after he did that, he would pick on Malia and say, look how she has an attitude and all this other stuff. So everyone was getting ready to go out and go somewhere, and I was supposed to sit in the back seat. And then when he started to notice that Malia had an attitude and all this other stuff, because he thought that she was jealous of me, which she kind of was getting upset, because every time that, you know, she said he didn't compliment her all day, and he just kept complimenting me, so that got her really, really upset. So after you know, as and we're in the video now, when he was like, okay, forget it, you're out, and he said, Naytiri, get in the front. And she was like, see, I see that was gonna happen anyway. And he was like, well, you manifested it. Oh, it makes sense now, does it? Literally, she was upset because me and him was like connecting. And then she started saying all this other stuff, like in the video, y'all see what happened. And he started getting riled up with her, and they give me the camera. And around this time, because I still was influenced by his energy, I had sex with him the night before, you know, all that stuff was happening. Of course, I'm getting like upset too and riled up too with all the energy that's going on in the house, and heavily influenced by Eligio Bishop's energy. Because when we have sex, when women have sex, we embody the male that no one knows. So it's like it's just energy transfer. So I was getting really upset because I'm just like, oh my God, like, come on. Like, he gave her a lot of attention and a lot of praise and worship. So, and which I wanted. I didn't care for that. That was cool, because we was supposedly supposed to be in a polygamous relationship. So, and polygamy wasn't my first rodeo. You know, this wasn't my first rodeo in polygamous relationship. So I knew how to conquer jealousy. I knew how to conquer those things, because it doesn't matter about that. I did care about the sisterhood, and I did care about the bonds that we each individually had to the male. That wasn't the problem. The problem was the triangulation he would do, and the jealousy, the overwhelming jealousy between the women. So I was just getting upset, because I'm just like, yo, you're the queen. What the heck? So what if he gives attention to someone else? Like, you're the queen of the shit. Like, he loves you the most. Like, and I'm just like, it really made me upset, because I'm just like, why is it a problem every single day with the polygamy thing? It made me upset. And this is just the mindset I had at the time. I didn't realize that she was battered and beaten up and always abused mentally, physically, emotionally, because I was in it. So I didn't really, like, you know, I wasn't thinking about that. Now I know, and I now have sympathy for her, and I empathize with her. You know what I'm saying? She didn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? But at that moment, I'm just like, come on, like, you're the queen. Like, come on, you're not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be showing them how to do it, showing them that you don't get jealous. And if he tries to make you jealous, you show him that you're not. That's what I would do constantly with him. Constantly. He would try to make me jealous of Malia, or try to make me jealous of other people. And I would sit there and laugh in his face. And that's why he never, ever, and on video, ever say that Naytiri was jealous until the trial, because that was their whole motive. Until the trial started, until he got served papers. Oh, now all of a sudden, Naytiri's jealous. No, she never was. She never was. And one time, except for one time in when I first went to the cult, and I saw that he was excusing her poor behavior, and I kind of got mad, but I confused that madness with jealousy, because I was just like, kind of like, what is he doing? So I told her on camera one day, yeah, remember that time? Yeah, I told you I was jealous of you. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really truly jealous. I was just upset and disappointed that he kept excusing her poor behavior because she was the favorite. So anyway,
Would you
long
say
story.
that?
Okay, let's talk about Zuzu. How's Zuzu doing?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to hear the story no more?
Check your text messages. But I do want to know how Zuzu's doing.
That's cool.
I have
Um,
a question. Would you say that the ladies most of the time y'all were like frenemies, or do you think there was ever any? Well, it probably wasn't any real connections, but I mean, were there
we
some
had
that were
we
closer
had
than
we
others?
had connection, man. We had a really good connection. But this wasn't the time that I got. That wasn't the time of That wasn't the time that we got um into it that night with me and Eligio Bishop. No, that wasn't the time. This was a whole other time. A whole other time. And I feel like I can talk about it. I don't see what the problem is. But I'm gonna just shut up if that's not what you want me to say or anything like that. Um, but yeah, that's what I just wanted to clear that up. That's what happened. Um, we had a good. All the women in the house would have had a good relationship if it wasn't for Eligio Bishop. We all would have got along really, really well if it wasn't for him.
Would you feel betrayed, or would you always be like, would y'all understand each other? Like, oh, I know she did it because of him, or did you get angry with each other for real?
Um, I mean, I know I wasn't barely angry. I don't know what the other women, but me, I was like a fairy in there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would just like be like a encouraging, flocking fairy to like, you know, just be like sister. You know, when you like love people. I watched these people for a long time, so you know when you love them and you would cherish them and nourish them, like, and you respect them, like you want to like just encourage them. So when you're around people that encourage you and cheer you on all the time, they really truly love you. So that's why
Hmm.
I like for them for real.
Hmm.
I barely got into confrontations with anyone. The one time that you seen was the one time that was on camera with Tanisha, but that was basically it. I was just upset that they we had there was a problem like all the time in the cult, and I'm just like, can we have peace at any point? But we couldn't have peace because of Eligio.
And you think that they really found pleasure in being intimate with him too?
Um, oh God, no.
Wow.
I know for I don't know. I feel like Kendra didn't. Um,
Mhm.
I really feel like she didn't. I feel like barely anyone got really intimate with him. There'll be women
Mm.
that go through months without getting, intimate with him. He, when it comes down to sex, but he would ask for oral or force people to do oral. I'm so glad I never had to take a download. I'll tell you
Mm.
that. I never had to take none of them downloads, and I never will in my life, thank God. But
Peru full of them.
yeah, I just that was crazy.
Jenae, can I say something briefly, please?
Mm-hmm. What happened?
I see a lot of people in the comments saying that you're being controlled and all this weird stuff. You guys should just probably be quiet because half of you guys that are here are probably trolls. I won't say trolls, but messy and just looking for quote unquote tea. And of course, we want Janae to tell her story. She's had to be silent for 2 years, but there's also wisdom and things because we know that not everybody's on her side. So, excuse me, there are people that care about her, and we do have her actual best interest at heart. You guys might think this is entertainment or tea or whatever, but at the same time, I mean, just stop. Like, no one's controlling her. No one's trying to control her platform. I don't even come up and talk half the time, but just stop.
Okay. Wait.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your comments because they're
I
saying
know.
I'm controlling you and like, oh, keep talking, keep talking, keep talking. Like, I don't even recognize half of these people. Like, who are y'all? Y'all not even on real pages. Y'all
Wait,
probably
wait,
trying to
wait,
like.
wait, Jenae. Wait. Just calm down. It's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down.
They are people that we want to respect, no matter who they are. They're here, they're listening, and they're supporting. They everyone has a right to their opinion. Just don't take it personally, because if you know you're not doing that, you don't, give into the energy. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Don't give into that energy of the negativity. It's all right. Like, I understand your motive. I understand your intention. You know what I'm saying? It may come across to other people, because it is being done publicly, as something different. However, I know your intentions. Like, I get it. You're fine. Don't mind what they saying. It is okay. It's okay. And
Thank
I
you. I'm gonna be quiet now.
I'm
yeah,
gonna go ahead and drop down. I might jump back up later. But
okay,
thank
that's fine.
okay, bye.
Thank you. All right, y'all. It's been a time. Did anyone want to come back? Does anyone want to come up? I'm gonna drop the link one more time. Um. Uh. This is about, me speaking my truth, and it's about me finally being able to speak. We all know what it is. We all know the verdict. That ain't changing. There's nothing to be fearful about here right now. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that everything is okay. I'm just gonna put that out there. Um, Words were watched. I don't think necessarily anything was said that anyone could use against me for the gain. If so, T and Jenny will let me know. But at the same time, like, I feel like everything is okay. I feel like we're good here, and I just want to make sure everyone, are cordial, and it's a peaceful space over here. It's peaceful. Okay, y'all. Right, exactly. Explaining reality, exactly. So, I mean, y'all seen Aaron laugh about the appeal. It's not something. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing appealing. Like, what are you gonna appeal? There's nothing to be appealed. You know what I'm saying? Like, the verdict is in. He's guilty on all charges, because he is, and that's God right there. You know what I'm saying? That's when I want you to understand that's God. And at the end of the day, I'm just telling my truth and speaking my truth, so people can better understand situations, because I was there in the background. I was there, and you can get a truthful eye view from me. But after this, I don't know. I'm gonna possibly see, when I can start doing these things. I would love to start doing these things on my YouTube channel a little bit more. I would love to, like, do these little sessions to where we talk, and I'm explaining certain things that's happening, because a lot of people go on their platforms and they play what happened in carbonation. And I've been seeing this for about 22 months now, so almost 2 years. They play what happened in carbonation, and they don't have the slightest clue about the context of what's going on. And I do. So I wanted to at least express that. And if you come up, just be respectful and honest and true and transparent, and just be genuine. That's all I ask. Hello, how you?
Jenae.
Hi. Well, wait, do I know you? I know you,
Yeah,
right?
I've been following you.
For
I've
like
been following,
for a long time, right?
yes, for a very long time.
Okay, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good, and I just want to say I'm very proud of how far you have come, and just you sticking to your guns. I think you are probably the last one anyone would have expected to put the final nail in the coffin. And I
Hmm.
say that respectfully, not in a disrespectful way at all, just because you're so soft and gentle.
Thank you.
Like, like you feel me?
Yeah.
And You are definitely going down and making your daughter and her siblings very proud.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
So, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just doing my best, and thank you very much. I appreciate the goddess.
And your sister too, because I know she missed you while you were gone. I could only imagine.
Oh yeah, my twin sister definitely lives me, but we get to see each other from time to time, and she got to see Zuli, and she was very happy about that. She got to watch her and everything like that, so everything is good.
That video with her hopping out of the car and hugging you, I cried at that video with y'all. I was like, oh, because it's just me and my sister too, so I understand.
Yeah, yeah, that was one of the best times in my life, man. I'm not gonna lie, like she was going through a rough time, and for me to just pop up on her like that made me feel really good.
I'm good. I'm glad. I'm glad y'all back together.
I mean, for the time being, but I'm going back home soon, so we'll see each other again someday.
Even spiritually, back together means a lot. Like not just in a physical form. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, girl.
Absolutely, I feel you.
And I hope you understand because I was really, I wouldn't call myself on a neck or anything like that, but I'm very aggressive in the way I speak. I was always raised to smack somebody with the truth before kissing them with a bunch of lies.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we had our back and forth, and I hope that you understand that a lot of people who the members, even the ones that are still involved, would label as haters, how much we were really fighting for you.
Yeah. Thank you, sis. Thank you.
And it's a lot, even our parents had to put us on timeout sometimes. Like, it's a lot of us that were really, really fighting for you and still fighting for the girls that's there,
Yeah.
even if they feel like it's hate. Some people know there are some haters out there, some straight up haters, but there's some that are just, hitting them with the truth,
Yeah.
hoping that they will snap out of it.
Yeah, that's all we can do is pray. And I'm just glad that people are starting to wake up to it's a brainwash instead of bashing them and don't. Here's the thing about some platforms I cannot really respect is that people are like Joan and Joan joking on them and bashing them and calling them names and saying how stupid they are, and I'm like, damn, like golly, look at our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, like, come on. I get. We can comment a few certain things, but to just keep going on and on and on and on about how stupid someone is, it's all this redundant negative vibes. Like, it's not called for. Like, what happened to Bob Marley, One Love? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta just, and that's.
Well,
Go ahead.
Jenae, I'm sorry. I just wanted to come back up. Jenya, I agree with you. I think that um, a lot of people are still mad. You still gonna have trolls and haters, but the truth is the truth, and a truth don't have to be remembered or whatever. So even if it is an appeal, the truth is gonna stand, and that's just the way it is. Period. But I understand she's being protective of you. I don't feel like it's control because you trusted the wrong people at times, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just because you have a big heart and you try to find good in everybody, and sometimes that's detrimental to our own well-being.
Mm-hmm.
There are trolls and there are people gonna still come for you just because they're mad, and like the judge said, to them dummies over not to talk. He couldn't wait to get online. He's hurting himself. Nothing that you say at this point, you don't need. He don't need no help. He don't need nobody. They can go and say you saying this, you saying that. Everything that needed to be seen was seen yesterday when he was sitting over there laughing and pointing at the camera, making fun of y'all. So all that extra bullshit these trolls try to come in here with, and whoever it is keep talking about you and Velvet need to be a team and this, that, and other. That's some troll bullshit. You and
Yeah.
Velvet's relationship is what it is, and you ain't got to defend nothing. Stand in your truth, boo. And please get that tattoo removed. That's a slave brand, baby. Thank you.
I
Oh,
concur with the
I don't know her
tattoo.
name, but I just wanted to say thank you, y'all. I mean, y'all again. A lot of people don't know me, but I am very very
Protective.
very protective, but not in a controlling way. I just, you know, I don't want to see Jenae hurting no more. I want her to just be free. And when people do those things online and like talk about her and say bad things about her and victim shame her, it hurts me because it hurts her. And so it's all love. And so yeah, I hope you guys can understand that.
Absolutely. Positively. I know,
Mm-hmm.
I know Jenae. You know, she doesn't really just say certain things for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's very intuitive. So I mean, I understand exactly what she's saying, and I know it's all love, you know. Um, but yeah, so that's why I want my peoples to know as well in the comment box, like, you know, we want love over here.
Yeah. Balance is important too, though. Like if someone is coming at you, not every word is a troll either. Sometimes if the spirit moves you to really inquire and just ask what's wrong, what,
Mm-hmm.
like, how did you come to this conclusion, or just get a little bit of understanding out of them. Sometimes if the spirit moves you, because there are trolls out there, but it's all
Mm-hmm.
context. Just like in your case, context is very important in
Right.
life.
It is.
Because there were literally a lot of people still to this day out there trying to save these girls' lives, and they may not come off with rainbows and lily flowers.
Right, exactly. And I just want to make sure that over on this channel, we're not like rowdy, because then
Mm.
that gives them something to talk about. Oh, y'all see over on Janae's panel, they getting into cat fights and da 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 da. Nah, we about sisterhood over here. This is why I created the panel, or created this channel. If y'all go to the previous content, you'll see me talking to a whole lot of sisters about divine femininity, energy, food, fasting, all that good stuff, womb healing. That's what we do on this channel. But since because of this child and this case, I just decided to also do lives about the carbonation thing. Um, but yeah, we're just gonna keep it cool over here and kosher. If we have a disagreement or a problem, it's gonna be immediately solved. I don't do that shit. This is my language. I don't do that. So yeah.
But I'm
Um,
happy that you did this. You could wave this flag, yes, and say that you're the one that did this. And I hope that other people that know that if he has assaulted them or stolen from them or juked them out of any money or anything like that, they can still file charges.
oh, absolutely.
It's important that they know that.
I pray that they do. I pray that everyone seeks justice for what's happened to them in some type of way, shape, or form. And I pray for the best for Jayon. Everyone keep her in your prayers. She's still incarcerated. They're not mentioning her at all. So we don't know what's going on with her. And even though she was the one who assaulted me, I know that she still needs guidance. You know, I know that she still needs love, and I know that she needs support in any way she can get to like redeem her mind. And I pray by this time she's redeemed it. I pray so. So I just want y'all to do that for her as well, okay? If that's okay.
Definitely. And I hope that they know that there are places that they can go that's off the grid that will take them in and take care of them and get them back if they don't feel comfortable going home right away or anything like that. Like
Yeah,
there's places to go. There is for DV and SA and all that. There's places to go.
yeah, there is. They can always go back to families. I know that Kayla has a family that is still not over yet. I don't know about Portia, but I'm pretty sure she can find somewhere or something to do. Malia, you still have a family. You still have a family out there, sis. Whatever you can do to reach out to them, you know what I'm saying? That's on you. Like they still have families, y'all. They still have people that will support them, and we just gotta encourage that it's okay to go there because it was so battered in our minds that it wasn't okay. You know, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. I think I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it soon and put my baby to sleep. And just think about a lot of things. There's so much to talk about from this point on. But we can always save time to talk about other things another day. So I'm gonna bring up this last person. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I guess that's not. All right, y'all. That's it for the night, man. Y'all can still hear me?
I
Yep,
can hear
loud and
you.
clear.
Okay. Well, I appreciate y'all for coming on and listening to me for man, I appreciate that for everything. And thank you for listening to Azuli. I just want to say for the record, I'm gonna start saying that for the record. Is it on the record? I just want to say thank y'all for real, because y'all didn't have to show up in here and listen to what I had to say or nothing, but y'all did. And for that, I just, you have no idea how much that means to me in this moment, for real. I'm appreciative of everyone who came up on the panel and spoke to me and asked me questions and gave me encouragement, because I really needed it around that time. The day before the verdict came, I was very, very, very much in a dark space. It's hard not to go onto panels and listen to what people had to say, and it's hard not to tune into certain things. And the fact that people doubted me in disbelief and cast stones on me and talked about my past. And for the record, I never slept with TKO. All right, I'm gonna put that right there. I just remember that. Never did that shit. What the hell? Come on, man. All right. Well,
And
and
even
that's
if you did, it's okay. You should never wear that as
bro.
like. I know you never did, and I know you want to say that for the record, but you don't have to
No,
validate yourself to anybody.
I'm not validating. I'm not validating nothing. I'm just letting y'all know, because I don't play
For the
that.
record,
Like,
for the record.
for the record, like, for real. Let's put it on the record. Is it on the record? It's on the record. Jenae never slept with TKO. Stop playing that rumor out. That's crazy talk. All right, and getting back to what I was saying, I just want to say thank y'all for listening, because for a very long time I was silent, as if like I had to stay shut up just for the results that we have now today. And I'm gonna put my daughter to sleep. So thank y'all
Before you
so
go,
much.
Jenae,
I appreciate y'all. Mama. All right, okay, I
Talk
got
about it, girl.
you.
Say team mommy.
That's
Team
it. I'm
mommy.
tired. Okay, all right, all right. I'm gonna go now, y'all.
before you
Mommy
go,
duties.
I wanted to
Have a
ask
nice night,
you.
y'all, and thank y'all so much for being here.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hope y'all can
Peace.
hear me.
See
Can you
y'all in
hear
the
me?
atmosphere.
Peace.
Yes. I'm gonna step down so y'all can finish. See y'all in the atmosphere.
Bye.
Peace.
Jenae, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I wanted to say before you go, maybe you can leave some words for the girls in case they run across this live to encourage them.
I've been encouraging them this whole night, girl. But at the same breath, I could definitely do that. Like, but
Yeah, I think that'd be nice.
I'm trying to see if Azuli is gonna let me. you know. Yeah, I just want to say I love them, and I've always loved them, and I want them to know that I'm gonna continue to love them regardless, and no matter how mad I can get about harassment videos and how mad I can get about certain things, just know that that love is because of where Oh man, maybe I shouldn't have done this. I'm sorry. When I was in the courtroom with them, I wanted to hug them, yo. I swear. Um, I shouldn't have done this, Jenae. I wanted to hug them, yo. I wanted to hug them, and um, And it's just so sad that this whole situation and Eligio Bishop has put us against each other, because we actually did care about each other. With Kayla, the one thing that Kayla did say that was true, that I know for sure, that we were very close. So it's just like, I pray that they redeem themselves, their minds, their own bodies. I pray that they can tap back into the one true God that's within themselves and listen to their own heart for once. And just know that you're free. You're free now. You're free. Please be free. And that's it. All right. I love
Oh,
you.
that was beautiful. Love you. Good night.
I love you. Love you too. Peace. Good night.
Hey yo, if you enjoy this content, please support the channel at. And oh yeah, don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms, especially Rumble, because I can put content on there that I can't put on YouTube. So please support that. I will put my beacon link in the description box. That way you can follow me on all social media, Discord, Facebook, Twitter, wherever. You can follow me wherever. Please support the movement. CV Killer forever.